Do you guys remember this little enclosure? Well, we got a few of these, but this is actually the only one with a desert scene. If you haven't guessed, we had our blue veined death beetle in here. But today we're going to talk about the Scorpio maurus, another animal cohabiting this cute little mantis den enclosure. Hello and welcome back to Bug Realms. On this channel we like to discuss all things creepy crawly, so if that's something that interests you, please consider subscribing to the channel. So I think I'm just going to add why I'm still wearing this same vibrant green plaster in probably a big chunk of these videos. I'm actually recording a lot of these all in one day, and I'm also recording them before any B-roll shots, so it's a little bit scary to know if I'm going to get the right footage after recording. Who knows? Anyway, if you're unaware, this is my version of a prolonged full collection tour. We're going to feature every species within the realm, and we're going to categorise them and rate them. This is going to be going on for a while I do the realm furb, which is coming along quite nicely. Now, Scorpio maurus in here. I'm not even sure if I'm pronouncing that right, but it's also known as the Israeli gold scorpion. This scorpion does not bother the blue veined death beetle that lives here. They're both not particularly big species that live in here, and they're cohabiting fine. When I do get more blue veined death beetles, however, I will transfer that one to an enclosure of its own, living with its own kind. I don't believe in overcrowding an enclosure, but for the time being, keeping two small animals in here doesn't seem to be a problem. So, backstory. So the backstory of this, this was actually a gift. Well, it was kind of a little competition I did on Steve's channel, Tarantula-tastic Enclosures, and he sent this out as a gift, and he purchased it from Venomous Visions. Now, this little scorpion's pretty cool. It's currently the only scorpion I keep. I have kept a bunch of Heterometrus, and I've ended up selling them on. They're cool, but they're never out for me. And that's something I like about scorpions. So, overall backstory, I want this little dude. So massive thanks to you, Steve, if you're watching this video. Now, scorpion categories. Where did I put my phone? There it is. Got him. Okay. Stash it behind me so you don't see it, and I'm not even editing this out. No, we don't want my camera. So we're always going to have appearance as the first one. We always do that anyway. Where is it? Yada yada yada. Scorpion. Appearance, visibility, cost, size and attitude. That's what we're going for today. So let's pop this down here. Oh look, Callie's messaged me. Hi Callie. Okay. So appearance. Pretty cool, nifty little scorpion. It's got really chunky boxing glove type pincers on it, and a small tail. Now, in general rule of thumb, bigger the pincers, smaller the tail, the less venomous they are. Big fat tail, small pincers, they're normally going to pack a punch in venom. So these little guys have got their boxing glove style bulky claws and their little tails, so they're not going to be anything too bad. They're kind of a little ray of sunshine, aren't they? They've got that kind of yellowy beige coloration. They've got the kind of darker stripes going along their back there and a little bit along the head. Those kind of alien-like eyes and features that all scorpions have. And of course, as you can tell, a desert species. Now, there isn't much I can really say about the appearance of these guys. I think I could probably talk more about the appearance of one of the Asian forest variety, and they're just black and look pretty much the same under certain lighting. But it's a nifty little scorpion nonetheless. But I'm only going to really score it a 6 out of 10 on appearance. I don't think there's anything aside from that kind of rounded claw shape that really makes this scorpion stick out to me. Perhaps some of the other desert ones, kind of, if they're bigger, bulkier bodies, might kind of do something a little bit more for me. But in this size scorpion, I think it's cute, I think it's nifty, but I don't think it really scores very high for me. So 6 out of 10. Visibility. Now, as I said before, the Heterometrus, the Asian forest style, are always hidden. This guy is iffy. So for the majority of the time I see this scorpion out, but it does go through phases where it digs and it buries itself. Once, when this one was living on its own, I literally thought it had died somewhere and I couldn't find a body, because there was no tunnel system, there was no sign of life in there. I had to start digging out the substrate because I was due to rehome it, thought it was maybe dead, thought I need to check this, and there it was, like halfway down in the substrate. Whether it was looking for a moister spot, because although a desert species, it does like a little bit of moisture in there, which is why I give it a soil and sand based substrate. It was just like, wow, where are you? You know, there was no sign of where it could possibly be. So for the most part it's out, but when it hides, it's really hidden. It's super hidden. It's completely gone kind of hidden. So I think I'm going to go with another 6. Yeah, before that, before it burrowed down, I would have probably scored it around an 8. If it's like it was now, still around about an 8. But, you know, I can't give it that high if it goes through a prolonged period of practically magically disappearing. Magically disappearing. It's not magical, he dug Sam, didn't you? Yes. But I don't know, I'm just talking rubbish. I'm tired. Right, okay, we're going to move on from that one then. Cost. We're going to ram straight in with a score of 8 out of 10 on cost. Can't remember how much these cost, but they are not expensive. I think probably tenner, maybe 20, definitely no more than 20. Between 10 and 20 quid, I can't quite remember. Pretty cheap scorpion. So yeah, we're going to go with an 8 out of 10. Really, like, it's not as cheap as some of your other species. I've seen species that are definitely going for a tenner or even like 8 quid. And then I see a lot of species that go for that kind of like 25 to 35 pound marker. Especially in desert species tend to be a little bit more sometimes. But these guys are generally pretty cheap, and if you want to get yourself a little pretty scorpion that lives in a nice desert scene, then your Israeli gold might be one for you, because you're not breaking the bank to buy one. So now we're going to go on to size. Now for me, it's going to have to be a lower score. I'm going to give this one a 4 out of 10. Now in scorpions, size is something I like, right? I like a big bulky scorpion. This is cute. I enjoy keeping it. I mean, I probably sound like I don't even like the scorpion by the way this video is going, but I assure you I love this little scorpion. But in comparison to certain other species, it just doesn't quite cut it for me. It's not one that I'm bored of and want to sell like I did some of my others, but it's still not really up there. It's fun to keep, it's just not amazing to keep, you know what I mean? So we're going to go in with that 4 out of 10 on size. So it's not dinky, like there are plenty of scorpion species that are smaller than your little fingernail, right? Super dinky, right? There's loads of little baby bark scorpions around as well. But it's, for me, size matters in scorpions. It's like tarantulas, I love a few of the dwarf species, and scorpions is just something about a big, bulky, big clawed or big tailed scorpion in an enclosure. Like, right, it's cool, right, it's cool. But that's just me personally. So yes, I'm sorry dude, I can't score you particularly high on that one. I feel terrible. This is probably one of the lowest scoring ones I've had so far. Especially as it's a gift. I feel awful saying this, but I've got to be honest in my reviews. So yeah, you're not particularly big, are you, dude? I mean, it's what, like this when his tail's curled in. It's not a big scorpion. Nope. And then attitude. So attitude, I'm gonna crack him out at a 7 out of 10. He's very mixed. So sometimes it's very responsive to vibration. Not sure if it's to do with food or just general vibration. It likes to defend itself. It will go in a defense stance, or it will kind of just disappear, like kind of run off. So it does have a bit of attitude, but it's nothing major. It's nothing like, "Wow, I'm gonna get you." It's more kind of like, "Get lost, please. Politely, will you disappear and go away?" You know, it's like a polite, chav, really. You know, like, it's got the attitude there, but just not that violent, really. After all, you know the kind I mean. So yeah, I do feel terrible about this review, but he is cute. I do love him, and you know what, I didn't mention it in my appearance thing, but now I'm looking closer at him, I like the little dots on the leg joints there. I like that little bit of coloration in the claw where it darkens at the pincer part of the claw. You know, there are some beautiful characteristics about this scorpion, but you know, it's just not going to be a top scorer overall for me. However, if you are into your smaller species, into your desert species, and into one that's not too aggressive but also isn't a pussycat, then the Israeli Gold might well be a scorpion for you. If you're into your massive, aggressive desert species, you wouldn't be as pleased to keep this one. And if you're into your more humid conditioned Asians, again, you'd be used to big, bulky, defensive scorpions. Again, might not be the one for you. But are you a scorpion keeper? Tell me your thoughts on this species in the comment below, because I'd love to hear it. I'm not a big scorpion keeper, so I'd really like to hear your feedback and your opinions on scorpions in general and the Israeli Gold. So stay tuned, and I'll see you in the next top invertebrate video. Take care, everyone. Bye bye. Do you guys want to see what else dwells in the realm? If so, make sure to pop back weekly for multiple videos. My usual upload days are Wednesdays and Sundays, so I'll see you guys there. Oh, and one more thing. If you want to become a disciple of the realm and have your name shown on the screen like these lovely people, you can do so in one of two ways. You can scroll down the screen now and hit that join button next to the subscribe to be a channel member. Or alternatively, you can follow my link in the description below to my Patreon page. Both methods grant you access to my private Facebook page, where we like to discuss even more things creepy crawly. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Bye bye.